Good afternoon, Vancouver. I'm Mayor McEnerny-Ogle, and today is Wednesday, December 8th. Thank you for joining me, and thank you to Jeb Baldridge, our American Sign Language interpreter. With Thanksgiving over and several more weeks of the holiday season ahead of us, it's vital that we not let our guard down when it comes to protecting against the spread of COVID-19. Last week, the global pandemic became more complex. The emergence of the Omicron variant of the COVID virus is prompting travel restrictions and causing renewed economic concerns associated with the uncertainty around a new variant, which has now been identified in multiple U.S. states. Here in Washington, the first 3 confirmed cases of the Omicron variant were reported just last weekend, 1 each in King, Pierce, and Thurston counties. Locally, the overall COVID infection rate has continued to decline at a very promising rate, measuring at 251 cases per 100,000 population late last week, down from nearly 400 cases a month ago. Also, the local economic recovery continues to be good, with several indicators continuing in a positive direction. Despite the continuing emergence of variants, consistent practice of preventative protocols, masking, distancing, and hygiene, along with getting vaccinated, remain the best strategies for us to move beyond the pandemic. Another piece of good news I want to share is the fact that since vaccination eligibility expanded last month to include children ages 5 through 11, more than 129,000 in that group have received their first dose of Pfizer pediatric vaccine. The Pfizer pediatric vaccine is given in 2 doses, at least 21 days apart, which means children vaccinated in early November are now eligible for their second dose. While 1 dose does offer some protection, completing the series boosts the vaccine's effectiveness. Children are considered fully vaccinated 2 weeks after they receive their second dose. Adding that group to those vaccinated means that as of November 29th, almost 81% of Washingtonians aged 12 and older have received at least 1 dose of COVID-19 vaccine, and close to 75% of people 12 and over are fully vaccinated. The onset of the Omicron variant also has more of us getting booster shots, which helps fight the COVID-19 virus in all forms. The latest numbers from the Washington State Department of Health show that more than 1.5 million people have received additional doses statewide, with close to 72,000 of those booster shots being administered here in Clark County. Clark County's recommended resource page for vaccines at the address on your screen is a great place to locate and check on updated vaccine availability. Clark County also remains actively operating eviction prevention, rental assistance programs to assist our low-income residents impacted by the pandemic. The beginning of this month, they accepted referrals for 400 additional households to receive rent assistance. Here at the city, we remain focused on assuring the safest environment possible for our employees and the community we serve. We've recently made the decision to have a majority of employees continuing to work from home beyond January 2022, which earlier was our targeted return to the workplace date. The city's leadership continues to regularly assess local case data and follow the recommendations of state and local public health officials to determine any additional safety measures or requirements necessary to slow the spread of the virus. Because of continuing high COVID-19 transmission rates in Clark County right now, unvaccinated people remain at a very high risk of infection. That said, this graphic shows the number of hospitalized COVID patients has fallen in the Clark County area recently, down from a high of an average of 156 in mid-September to below 80 at the end of November. Although there is a lot we can't control about the COVID-19 pandemic, we can control our own behavior and try to do everything we can to help slow its progress. As we gather again to share the holiday spirit with families and friends, let's all remain mindful of the pandemic and be vigilant in our effort to eradicate COVID-19. Also, these continue to be trying times. Let's all do our part by showing patience, kindness, and understanding to one another right now. Be compassionate. Stay connected. Please also remember that getting vaccinated, wearing a face mask, staying home, and physical distancing is not just about protecting yourself. It is an act of compassion and concern for the lives of others. Working together, we will get to the other side of this pandemic. Thank you for viewing this latest update, and I wish all of you a healthy, safe, and warm holiday season.